Hey there, welcome to another episode of Around Town, y'all. Today we're here at the Tennessee Children's Home right here in Spring Hill. Follow me inside as we chat with a few of the directors about their new location. Come on in, y'all. Hey there, I am here with Chris, who is the Director of Development for the Tennessee Children's Home, and Mike, who is the Campus Director here in Spring Hill. Guys, thank you all so much for having us today. The new campus, we'll want to touch on that first off. It's beautiful. I know you guys have had a lot of attention drawn because of the new campus. It's been a result of a lot of support, a lot of financial support, a lot of prayers. Tell me a little bit about the new campus and how it's different from the old campus.
Yeah, okay. Well, the old campus was built dormitory style for a different population than we currently serve. So you had kids sharing rooms and bathrooms and things like that. And on the new place, they each have their own room, their own bathroom. So that's probably the biggest difference.
So it has had an effect on life here for the students.
Oh, great! Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have they responded to the new campus?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, your environment has a lot to. There's a lot to be said for behavior and just general happiness, I would say. So,
yeah, definitely. Having a little elbow room.
That's right. Yeah.
For sure. And I know there are several locations, the Tennessee Children's Home in Tennessee. Tell me about some of the programs that are offered here at this campus.
Sure. Well, this campus, of course, we have a behavioral modification program. This includes alcohol and drug treatment. Am I forgetting anything?
It includes a lot of things that we provide these students. It's a residential program, so we provide things from day one, from start to finish, all day long. They're in our care, and so it includes a school. We have an on-campus school at each of our campuses that serve the male population, and it also includes, a house model, which is not like most other places. Most places might be just an institutional style, where we put them in a house model, which I think separates us from the other facilities that do something similar to what we do. And while we're on the subject of the different campuses I'll just mention, we do have the Spring Hill campus. This is our largest of all of the campuses that we have. We serve the most kids here. But we also have a campus in Knoxville, serving about 16 kids. We have a campus in West Tennessee in Henderson, serving about 16 kids. But a lot of people don't know that we have an independent living program for girls and boys in the Clarksville area. We have an apartment complex that we own up there, and these kids come in, and when they exit foster care, don't have anywhere to go. They can live there and get on their feet with a job. They could be in school, and it gives them a place to live that we can also serve them and get them on their feet that way.
And the school, going back to the school, you guys are an accredited institution, correct?
Correct.
That's wonderful. So they can leave here and they've got credits needed to continue on to college.
Yes, so the program itself is accredited by the Council on Accreditation, but also the school is a certified school where these kids can transfer credits in and out, and they can actually receive their high school diploma from our schools.
That's great. That's wonderful. And they're also, in the meantime, I'm assuming outside of the housing and the school programs, treatment programs, they're also, I'm assuming, getting a lot of work experience here. A lot of the students, I anticipate, may not choose a college path, right? They may enter the workforce when they leave here. So are there opportunities here that kind of give them some of those life skills?
Yeah, we have some opportunities. We have a lot of things that go on at a campus that's this big, and so the maintenance director will have an opportunity to take some kids and say, hey, we're going to fix this lawnmower, or hey, we're going to work on this air conditioner. I want to show you something about the air conditioner. So there's opportunities there, but one of the things that we'll do is encourage them to go to do something that will be suitable for them. And so sometimes that means a technical school like the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. We've sent a lot of kids that direction too. But if they want to go to college and they have the ability to do so, we want to help them do that too, and we've done that before as well.
Now, talking about the housing, each house has a house parent, correct? One or two. I'm assuming they are a very integral part to the process for these children. Tell us a little bit more about the day-to-day duties of these house parents and the kind of role that they play in the kids' lives.
Yeah, the term house parent is kind of gone by the wayside. They're called residential
Take that
counselors now, residential counselors, because their role has changed over the years. They do a lot more counseling than more than just caretaking.
Sure.
But their duties, include, meeting all the needs of the boys on a daily basis, from their physical, emotional, but they start early and they end late, and every moment of their day is filled with something.
Sure.
But there's a lot of groups and counseling that actually go on in the homes, and the house parents facilitate those. So.
Yeah, and I guess the term, house parents gone by the wayside, I feel like that term parent really holds a lot of weight because
it does.
They're that type of
I
role
still
model
like to
for
use
these
that
children.
that term because I think it's important.
Right.
And you previously were a house parent yourself.
Yeah, actually
as
both
well.
Mike and I were house parents at Tennessee Children's Home.
It's a great experience, and I know that's something that I assume those bonds that are made with these kids during that time is something that's most important probably to them.
Relationship. That's what we push with our staff. Without that, it's tough.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you guys also hold different events throughout the year. We have the turkey burn coming up as well. I know that's a big one. Tell us a little bit more about some of the events.
So it's
involved.
one of our biggest fundraisers in Spring Hill is our turkey burn half marathon. That's coming right up around the corner. There are certainly opportunities for businesses to get involved in sponsorship, but also just ways to get involved and get active and just be in support of the Tennessee Children's Home. We also have a golf fundraiser at each one of our locations. That's a fun thing that we like to do to get the word out. Each one kind of has its own unique theme and its unique properties to it, so it's really fun to get involved in all of those other ways. That's another way that some of the businesses and some of the local people can just get involved and get out and have fun, meet people, but also support a great cause.
Turkey burn is a good way too, after eating Thanksgiving dinner, to work off some of those extra pounds. So as far as we were talking a little bit about events, you mentioned sponsorships. How are some other ways people can get involved as far as donations, maybe financial or other means, sponsorships, any other opportunities?
Yeah, it's really hard sometimes because our biggest need is financial. We serve kids who are in state's custody. And when we take a kid that's in state's custody, we do get money from the state for doing that. But they only give us about 60% of our cost of what it takes us to serve these kids. And they also don't give any money for capital means. So the vehicles that we need to transport the kids back and forth to doctor's appointments, court appointments, and also the buildings that we live in, they don't provide any money for that. And so we have to raise that money. And so financial is really the biggest need that we have. Now there are ways to get involved. We talked about how the day is structured so much so that they are just every minute of every day is taken care of. And so there's really not a lot of opportunities to get physically involved with these kids, but there's ways that you can still get involved, not financially. There's, Christmas is coming up, and so we have opportunities to give some of the needs to the houses, some of the needs to the boys, such as just undergarments that they need on a daily basis. Some of these kids that we get, unfortunately, come in with just the clothes that's on their back.
Sure.
And so we have to meet a lot of physical needs. And so there's ways to get involved that way. We have drives and different businesses get involved that way. And so there's ways to get involved otherwise, but really it is financial that we need the most.
And if someone were to want to make a financial donation or other means, how would they go about doing that? How can they find you?
Sure. The best way is to go to our website, www.tennesseechildrenshome.org. There's a donate button there. You can also send money to our P.O. Box 10 in Spring Hill. We still get a lot of money in the mail, and it's a blessing, but that still works.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys very much again for chatting with us today. I think what you're doing here is life-changing for these children. And if any of you all want to get involved, make sure you visit the website or contact the campus here and see how you can help out.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for watching part 1 of our series at the Tennessee Children's Home. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be airing very soon. Make sure you like our pages on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, bye y'all.